Yeah, buddy. Y'all excited like I am? You probably saw the title of the video, for sure you did. So you already know what's coming. But yeah, this is the new Yangge, and I am such a fan. I mean, they come with a new knife. I'm gonna get it because so far they have just been crushing it. Yeah, look at this one, man. I hope you're excited to see it, cause golly, I am. Let's uh let's get it out of this bag. It doesn't look to be oily in there at all. I think it's just another bag. Like, some of the Chinese knives, man, they come and they're just coated with oil. I don't think that's what's going on here. I think this is just a secondary bag to protect the knife. But we're about to find out. I am trying to salvage it. I don't know why. I mean, I will say, I'm not really sure who the OEM is, but this baggage here seems kind of familiar. There we go. Yeah, there's no oil. It's got a little oil on the blade. But look at this thing, man. So it's titanium and it's got these zirconium inlays. Look at the hardware here. It's like rivets. It's not machined, but then the pivot's machined. And then titanium pocket clip, and it has been anodized. The backspacer is like a full piece, and it's been anodized. Wow. All right, let's get rid of this stuff. Hello, Hatfield. Where's McCoy? Yeah, there we go. Wow. All right, here we go. Let's see this thing. Yeah. Oh, what a beast, man. Wow. So this is a Yangge Yg006 LMAX steel RIHE design. Yeah. I can tell you already, what a premium piece. Wow, man. Look at the compound grind here. I mean, we're going to have to take a little more in-depth look at it, but it is a hollow ground and then a beautiful secondary grind here. It's got a tip there and then a wonderful swedge ground into the top. Then a hand finish. So all the blade grinds are this way, and then this hand finish here is going 90 degrees off. Wow. And what a beast. Jimping. And let me check. I want to make sure that that's zirconium. I think it is, but it begs the question for me, what is the big deal with zirconium now? Like, is that like the new fad thing? You gotta get a knife with zirconium in it? I don't even know, but let me make sure. Okay, so yeah, it's zirconium, and I did a quick search on what's the deal, but I don't know. It's sort of like a semi precious metal. From what I'm seeing, I don't know, man. I ain't no metallurgist. What do I know? I'm stupid. But it appears that it's a byproduct for mining for some of the components that go into titanium. So it's befitting that it's on a titanium knife. Yeah, pretty cool. Yeah, wonderful action. Let's try that Spidey flick. Ooh, it's a little stiff. So is the thumb. My thumb's a little raw because I was doing another knife previously this evening, and it required a lot of that. And so my thumb's a little raw. And it's a hefty knife. This definitely is 5 ounces of badness here. I mean, yeah. Okay. Like the other Yangges, it is a big, bad mama jamma. For real. Wow. Mm-hmm. All right, well, like we do, man. Do like we do. Let's get it apart. Let's see what's going on here. So that's correct. Titanium collar here. The pocket clip is not correct. Not enough tension there. So I'll probably manage that before we put it back together. I'm guessing we got to get this one too. Yeah, 100% we do. Which is fine because I plan on trying to put a little tension into that dude right there. Girl had some wrestling tonight, and so I made my way to the tournament, and then she didn't wrestle. She didn't get a match. So, the life of a wrestling parent. Okay, I see they've got it. They've greased it, and it's got double roll bearings, steel insert, and I didn't do what I wanted to do. I wanted to look at that lockup before I took it apart, and I didn't look. So I'm gonna look. No sense going any further. I got distracted by the pocket clip. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna adjust that pocket clip. Well, I wanted to look at the lockup and talk about the detent. All right, we're about 50% of there. All right. Be interesting to see if that zirconium comes out of there as well, because it's got to be glued in there because it's only held back here. So I would think for sure it's glued in there. There we go. Captured pivot, but it's correct. It's coming up from the bottom and captured in that top scale. I'm a fan. I like it. Let's oh, it's screwed in from the back, so it is removable. Okay. Well, I mean, on principle now, we got to take it out. We got to see what's up. Stop pin, nice and thick. It's got a good heavy-duty stop pin. Well, let's take this one off, and I'd like to get that collar out there and wipe behind it. Might not let me. Let's get T6. Yep. Cubic zirconium. Is that the same stuff? Well, there it comes. There's absolutely no oil or trash or debris behind that. So rather than play around, and that's a substantial piece of material there. That's not lightweight stuff. It's not like titanium. It's got some girth. It's hefty. Girth isn't probably the right word. It's got some weightiness to it. How about that? All right. Well, there's that impression. I don't know what that's stuck on, man. Sometimes you just get stuck there. Yeah, this side too. There's no oil or any debris or trash behind it. So I'm just going to get it back in there. No sense leaving that out and laying around. Let's just get it in there. Very nice. What about that collar? Nope. Neither of them collars are wanting to give me any ground. All right. Well, let's see if I can manipulate this by hand. I think I am. I think I'm able to do it. A little flex. It's bending. It's just, can I get it to memorize it and stay put? Yeah, it's got a little hump in it there. Let's see. I think so. I mean, it's not much. I think I might try for a little more. Because in the end, the only thing it's doing is creating tension for the pocket clip. Let's go with that. All right. Let's wipe it all down. What a slab of Elmax. Wow, man. That's a slab. I'd call it a donkey, but it's pretty exotic for that label. So I think if I was going to call it a donkey, I'd have to call it a burro. Like, donkey's just not sophisticated enough, which, is a donkey more sophisticated than a burro? A burro seems more like a... I mean, what Jesus ride in on? Was it a donkey? A mule or a burro? Something tells me it was a donkey. I don't know. I think a burro is it a wild donkey? What's a mule? A mule is a breed between a donkey and a horse. Isn't that correct? Like a mule is a big old dude, man. I mean, now I'm just talking and I have no idea what I'm talking about. Like, I have no reference for a donkey or a mule. None. I don't know. Or a burro. I have seen the movie Two Mules for Sister Sarah. I have seen that movie. So it's kind of like staying at a Holiday Inn, right? Like, is that enough to give me a say on the subject? I don't know. Just babbling over nonsense at this point. Okay. Well, let's put it back together. I think it's ready. Yeah, so this is kind of rare, but it's captured in the top scale and it's orientated. I think I'm saying that correct. It's oriented correctly, where it's coming up from the bottom scale, which allows for much easier assembly and manipulation of the knife. Yep. And the controversial upgrade to double roll bearings. What's controversial about it? Don't get me started, man. Shiny side to the bearing. I'm going to put a little bit in that track right there for the detent ball to run in. Now, let's look at that lockup. So when it locked up, it was right, look, it was right there. And that's there. So, I mean, it's tuned. I mean, looking at it, I'm going to say it's tuned perfectly. Like, there isn't anything for me to take off of there and tune or manipulate, adjust. It's exactly where it belongs. There we go. What a neat backspacer. They've put the lanyard hole up in that big piece of milled titanium. Pretty cool. There we go. Perfect. Oop, don't come out of there. Stay put. I'm going to come back with a screw. Those the same? Yep. Wow. Wow, man. All right, let's check this pocket clip. Did I get any tension on it? I hope I did. So let's break this knife down. Yeah. I think the detent is correct on it. It's what's happening. I just keep putting my finger on that lock bar. Wow, look at that. Beautiful. The blue, I mean, typically I'm not a huge fan of putting that blue. And a lot of knife manufacturers do it. I don't know why. They just add that blue in the collar, the blue on the pocket clip. A lot of times I'm not a huge fan of it, but it adds a little something to this piece. So we're going to run this action first, and for whatever reason, I keep getting over on that frame lock, and if I just stay back, yeah, this thing runs wonderfully. I wonder if I can fail it. Yeah, I did fail it, but you saw how far it went. I mean, almost to lockup. I'm pretty sure if I switch the angle just slightly to let gravity help that big blade swing, I don't think I can fail it. Oh, I did right at the end. Yep, right at the end both times. Just getting over the hump of the ball. Yep. But wonderful. If I just stay off that frame lock, that thing runs really well. Same thing, Spidey flick. Yep, wonderful. I will say I'm a little concerned that the blade's loose, just the way that I mean, it's like a guillotine now. Yep. So I'm going to check it to see if it's loose. I wonder if these holes can flick this knife. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that provides enough of a grip in those holes to flick the knife. What about a Spidey flick? Yep. Get out of town, man. And I wonder if this can go to the next hole. I'm going to look. I'm just curious now if it can. Because, man, this thing would function so much easier if it did. Nah, that's a one-trick pony right there. Or donkey. Or maybe that is the burrow. Yeah. Very cool. I mean, if I just stay off the lock bar, I mean, I'll give it an A. Look at that. It's so smooth. Runs so well. I'm going to go A to A minus because I am failing the knife. You know, one of the things on a frame lock like this is put a little tension down on that lock, run that a little bit, help break that knife in. Let me try to fail it again. I'm going to run it once, twice, 3 times manady. Yeah. Let's try to fail it. Yeah. Oh, I mean, so close. Look how close I am. Click. Anyways, yeah, A to A minus is a really solid action. And the fact that I can Spidey flick off of them holes now, like that, I can get them with the thumb, which changes my center of gravity. Yeah, much easier to hit it from them holes than that thumb stud. That thumb stud's a little high in the knife, and yeah. Ergonomics. Yeah, it's definitely comfortable in hand. I do feel like some sharp parts here. Not hot sharp, but just like right here, there's an edge right there, and I'm feeling it. Just a little file work, a little knockdown time. Run that over with the sander during finish work would have resolved that. I do feel this pocket clip out here. Again, same kind of thing. The edge here. And this edge. I mean, I'm feeling all these spots here. It's just not super refined like that. Is any of it bad? Nah, none of it's bad, but I can feel it in there. Reverse grip is stunning. Like, honestly, from this grip, I don't feel any of those things that I was just telling you from right here. Yeah, it's just very comfortable, very natural. And I can get here. I mean, and this really works, man. I am super packed in here. So with this grip, I mean, yeah, it's there. It's there all day long. Kind of lost where I was going there. On the action as well, this is lowered and scalloped on the inside, so pretty intuitive to reach in there and unlock that. Let me check blade play. I talked about it, but I didn't really check it. Yeah, I mean, it's just solid. That's where I got lost, because I was thinking, man, I think I want to check that just to make sure I don't have any blade play. Let me check that screw. I want to see if it's tight, loose. What is it? I mean, it was kind of loose. I could suck that in a little bit. And I think with those bearings, yeah, it's not really going to affect that action at all. I think it did give the knife a little more solid feel, just to tighten that up a little bit. I was solid. Definitely there was no play in this blade, but sometimes a little extra. Yeah, centered blade. Yeah, Let's check that pocket clip. Thick stuff. Yeah, wonderful, but it's lacking tension. This is a heavy knife. It's heavy enough that I'm going to weigh it real quick. I think I was running video there. All I did was grab the towel and flex that a little bit and try to get a little bow in it. And I think I got a little one. It may not be enough, but whatever it is, I'm going to settle for it. I'm not going to mess with it again. And the reason being is because, yeah, is this going to go in my pocket? Yeah, it's not. I'll tell you the truth. Yeah, it's got a way more tension now. Let's see. Let's go here. Yeah, I mean, it's a great clip. It looks good. It's got a great look in the pocket. The tension's a little light, man. And part of it is because it's smooth on the back of that clip, and then it's smooth on that zirconium. So I could sand like across that clip this way underneath there in that contact patch, give it a little more texture to grip, and so that might help. Well, it probably definitely would help. But yeah, it's okay. It's just kind of slick. So what about safety? Can I contact that blade? No, I can't contact that blade. What about that tip? Can I contact that tip? No, it's just recessed enough, but barely. Oh my goodness, is that close? But the tip's good. The clip is meh. It's just so slick. I mean, the clip's fine. It's just so slick. Could I address it? Definitely. And there's no contact here, so I'm confident I can handle this knife any old way I want, and I'm not going to catch that sharp part. The detent on the bottom of this knife is wonderful. Yeah, it's got a really good detent holding that blade in there. And then I want to check the lockup real quick, make sure, yeah, that it locks fine. All right. What about how sharp is this thing? I think I need a new piece of paper. All right. Well, how's that L-Max? Hollow grind. Yeah, ridiculously sharp. And that top grind. Yeah, again, super sharp. So wonderful. All right, price and availability. Well, I will tell you this, that Timber's Edge is working out to become a dealer for these knives. So very soon, maybe you'll be able to just buy these from a U.S. source, and Timber's Edge can supply these pretty quick. Right now, there's a couple of sellers on eBay that is a place to go to get these. And I've seen the prices on these pretty much hover in the 150s range, roughly, somewhere around there. 150s, 180s. I mean, man, they've been up there. And so, yeah, that's the spot to go, though. Go to eBay and search the Yangge Yg006, and these will definitely pull up for sale. Yep. Hey, I appreciate you watching.